Our guest for this episode is Zinn Skenektikus Gardeen the 3000th.
He's from the universe spawned from the death of our current one, and his people have made the incredibly unwise choice of making Trellis and myself the gods of their budding civilization.
So roll up your towel into a pillow, lean back, and
Prepare to experience an episode that we decree will have a profound effect on future civilizations. You would do well not to anger us, your new gods.
Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back to Booth 42. Trellis, I understand we have another lovely guest.
indeed we do, Horatio.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little awestruck. I hope you guys I just need a minute to just breathe.
Awestruck. Was there somebody famous in here? Who?
You,
What?
you two.
Who is you? Who is you? You two? Who is you two?
I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. I never thought that I would be in the booth 42.
I think perhaps we have an admirer.
Really?
I'm sensing admiration. It's not something that I find directed toward myself very often.
Well, what is your name, young being?
My name is Zinn Skenektikus Gardeen the 3000th.
Oh.
There are parts of your name that sound very familiar.
Yes, I come from the future.
Oh.
Our future starts just past the end of your universe.
Where?
Past the end of our universe. So, are you telling me you were part of the creation of a new universe? A new bang? A big bang?
Yes, I was a part of the new Big Bang. I mean, it was a long time ago for me, but I was chosen to travel backwards in time to the end of your universe to meet our gods.
Ooh.
Wait, what? Wait, gods.
Yes,
I've always felt like I've been an unappreciated god, so this is about time for me.
I have long wanted to be worshipped. I am just aflutter with a good feeling here, a feeling of I may have come home.
it isn't 11:50, but I can go ahead now and worship you if you'd like. Oh, Horatio. Oh, Trellis. It goes on like that.
Oh, for how long?
That's an official song? There's a hymn?
Well, each one of the hymns lasts for one of our years.
You sing for an entire year about us.
That's right. Our years are shorter than your years because our planet is very, very small, if you can call it a planet.
That's the thing. I want to know about your planet, surely, but I also am enjoying hearing about myself being worshipped.
You're God, so anything that you want, sir.
Tip that salt shaker over.
Okay.
Well done. Well done.
What was that?
I just asked him to tip over the salt shaker. I'm testing the limits of my godly authority.
Oh, there are no limits. I'm prepared to die for Trellis and Horatio.
This is escalating quickly.
I appreciate the sentiment. I don't know if we'll have to go that far.
Well,
today.
we might. It depends.
Tomorrow, maybe, depending on my mood. If the food's bad today, You don't want the wrath. Don't incur my wrath with bad food.
Oh no, I really don't. I really don't want the wrath.
No, you certainly do not want the wrath. Now, I want to go back to explore these hymns. You say it lasts a year. Now, do you sing a new hymn to a new god every year, or are we the pantheon of gods? I suppose that's my question.
You don't know? Aren't you God?
We're testing you.
We're testing you.
Are you questioning?
Oh,
Horatio?
Of course not. I did not mean to question you.
Give me that salt. You don't deserve. Give me the salt. You don't deserve salt. Give it to me. Give it to me. Thank you.
Should I kill myself now?
Why would you punish him for worshiping you?
He questioned you.
Oh, that's true.
Weren't you paying attention?
No, I was just staring at the grains of salt.
Hold on. Here, Zinn, put your fingers in your ears. All 12 of them. Horatio.
Yes.
When one of your subjects questions you, you need to to lay down the law and make sure they know that's absolutely unacceptable.
So I should not be a benevolent.
I know I'm new to this whole God thing. I'm only been a God now for about 5 minutes, but I like it, and I'm not going to lose it. So you better work with me.
I will. No, let's hold on to this.
Okay.
Let's milk this for all it's worth.
Then take it out of your. Yeah. Fingers out. Fingers out.
Ah!
We were just talking about some God things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't want to hear those.
There's a lot of red tape. Now these hymns again. There's a different. How many different hymns are there praising me, and are all of them praising Trellis as well?
You see, sometimes you don't include both gods because what you're praying about and what you're worshiping are just one thing. But if you need to access the godlyhood of both of you, then you invoke the names of both of you. I hope that makes sense.
What areas do I rule over, and what areas does Horatio rule over? Like, so am I the god of love and good looks, and Horatio is the god of, say, portliness and digestion?
There needs to be a god for those things.
That is exactly true. And the reason that you are those gods is because we listened to this episode of this podcast in the future, and you proclaimed yourself to be those gods. And so we made you those gods. We hope you like it, sirs.
This episode is the foundation for your religion, is what you're saying.
Oh, for our entire world. Yes.
Oh my. I almost feel a responsibility in this episode.
Well, all 6 of us on my planet worship you daily for exactly 1 of our years, which, according, if you were to put that in a standard unit, would be about 15 minutes.
You worship us for 15 minutes.
No, they sing a song and they can switch to a new one.
Yes. Very good. Very good. I heard the math, and the math of it just confused me because it involved math.
Continuous worship, but just in short intervals. Do you and your other 5 planet mates? It almost sounds like an apartment, to be honest, rather than a planet. You've got roommates rather than fellow inhabitants.
Yeah.
It is a very small planet.
It's a bit like a flat, yes. It's a bit like what you would call a flat.
Are you the first evolved species of this new universe?
As far as we know, we're the only evolved species of this universe.
Oh, this is exciting. Getting in on the ground floor of intergalactic.
Ground floor evolution. I like it.
Oh, I'm going to write that down on this napkin.
Don't wipe your face on it like you did with the last one, because that idea was a winner, and now it's been consigned to the garbage compactor out back.
I can go get that for you if you want. I can go get it. I don't mind.
No.
I can
They've
die.
already. It's been jettisoned. It's Zinn. It's been jettisoned. Don't worry.
Just tether me to something. I'll get it.
No.
Don't worry. We will have a list of errands for you to run.
Okay.
By the end of the podcast.
Now, I have a question for you, Zinn.
Yeah.
Zinn, wait. Oh, that.
Your God has a question for you.
Yes.
That's Zinn, not this Zinn.
No, I'll say Horatio.
Very good.
You said you're the 3000th, but you said there's only 6 of you on the planet.
That's right. That's right.
How is that possible?
Our birthing and life cycle are extremely short.
Oh.
How short is short?
I mean, pretty darn short.
I mean, how much time do we have on you? You're not gonna die in the booth, are you? Because then they're gonna have to clean it up.
Well, I don't know how long are the episodes? What, around 20 minutes? And I've been alive and it's doing the carry the 1. Yeah, I'll probably be dead by the end of this episode.
No.
As long as you don't die in the booth, I'm totally fine with that.
I'll lie on the floor. Hold on.
No, not yet. No.
Oh, no, come back. No, my concern is that once you die, there will be no one left to worship me.
Oh, no problem. When we die, our chests break open, and out pops a John Bon Jovi.
Oh. John, wait, a dessert? A dessert pops out of your chest?
No.
It better not kiss me on the face.
You've seen a John Bon Jovi before. It's like a U, but it's smaller, defenseless for a time, cuter features.
No, I had not seen that one before.
Eventually grows up to be looking kind of like you, only slightly different and disappointing.
That's not how I reproduce.
No.
Oh, no.
Painful, to be honest. I prefer the mating practices of Glandar, all of our cosmetically altered genitals.
Yeah, they're beautiful, beautiful, streamlined genitals.
Aerodynamic.
All of our statues of you, well, there are two because it's such a small planet, but all of the statues of you are just of your genitals.
That is fascinating. Then these are in public places.
Well, there's really only one place. It's just kind of a flat.
Ah, that's true. So you have this essentially in your rec room.
I mean, we're all basically, we could point any direction we want to, but we pretty much all point inward. So we're pretty much just staring at his junk all the time.
I have a question on that. Is it different mediums, or is it all the same? Stone, wood.
Well, when you say all,
twigs.
there are two, and we're limited on supplies. The end of the universe destroyed most everything. Our planet is created by us reaching out and just kind of pulling in little bits of things that we find along the way. So just like that, your statues are made of little bits of things. Old hamburger, diamonds.
I assumed you just went with this genitalia because, this is really the first view you've had of us. You up until this point, you probably just had to imagine what we looked like and maybe how we described ourselves.
That's right.
Does Horatio's genitalia look how you sculpted it? Stand up, Horatio. Drop your pants.
There.
Oh, nah. Correctsies. We're gonna have to go a little different there.
My question.
Put your pants back on. People are looking.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. Once they're down, there's not much point bringing them back up. There we go. Oh no, that was it. Yes, there, everything's covered.
Yes.
You distracted Max.
What is the fascination with the genitalia?
Well, you see, we reproduce differently than you do. And what we're hoping for is that in the ultimate evolution of our species, that we live longer than, say, 45 minutes to an hour of the time you would process.
Horatio, that makes, it just occurred to me that you might actually be their god of fertility.
Oh, that would be... I'm feeling many different emotions I can't commit to right now.
That is correct. You are a god of fertility because you mentioned it in this episode, which we used as the basis of our religion.
I also understand that I'm also the god of bring me money.
Mm-hmm. And we have collected everything that we thought might be money, and I brought it in my pockets today.
Very good.
There is some old hamburger and diamonds.
Hamburger and diamonds.
Well, one for two.
A Millyways hamburger is the closest to the most indestructible item in the universe, except for diamonds.
There were hamburgers left over after the Big Bang?
Oh, sure. I mean, just everywhere.
Well, just like floating around hamburger?
So Zinn, you're saying that Millyways hamburgers, survived
Yes.
to the end of the universe into your new Big Bang universe?
Yes. So, as you're aware, the restaurant at the end of the universe is actually not a part of the explosion that happened.
Right, yes, set apart.
So, but the garbage from Millyways is jettisoned out of the back into the area where the end of the universe happens. And one of those, maybe 2-3 bags of frozen but stale, or I guess maybe unservable hamburgers, were jettisoned into the end of the universe, along with coal.
Horatio?
Yes.
I'm beginning to think that while we think we're watching and witnessing the end of the universe over and over, we're actually watching the birth of the new universe.
Ooh, that is certainly a different way of looking at it.
Every ending has a beginning, with closing time.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
That's a new hymn.
That's one of our hymns. Yes. Mm-hmm. It's about the beginning of the universe caused by Horatio and Trellis.
Well, it's new to us. Apparently, you've been singing it for a long time.
I want to hear that one more time.
You want me to start over or go on from there? Because it
As long as it includes my name being sung in praise, I don't care where you start.
Oh, well, if you like that one, if you want one with your name in it, then you probably want Horatio, 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 Horatio. It goes on like that for about a year.
Oh, that could, which is
So
15 minutes.
which is excessive in my opinion, but you know.
I think I could hear that for at least 2 or 3 years.
As a contrast, Trellis's song that we use mostly for our mating times goes like this. It goes, how do you guys say it?
Mating or meeting? Well, what happens at these meetings?
Yeah. Now, what is? Yes.
Well,
it's really going to.
Well,
that's going to decide which word that I want. Because he's
well,
already got he's already got a fertility. I really don't want to have any part of that if he's involved with it because
once every 10 years or so, everybody on our planet gets together and we talk about things like who hasn't done the dishes, or it could be that somebody
who's leaving the toilet seat up,
because we're not really sure which of us are male and which are female, and so we get in these big arguments about whether it should be left up or not.
I'm giving you a commandment. Write this down. Write it down on the napkin.
I don't have to write it down. It is this podcast.
You are going to take that you're going to take the napkin back and you're going to show it.
Oh man!
And the first commandment is thou.
Wish I could.
The first commandment is thou shalt put the lid down
when appropriate.
There's nothing more. So you want some wrath?
When appropriate.
I'll bring you wrath if I see a toilet seat up.
Yes.
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 If his bottom hits cold water at 4 a.m, he will not be.
Bottoms.
Bottoms. I'm sorry. It's bottoms.
Bottoms. I don't have a bottom. Bottoms.
True. I limited you.
So there's a commandment for you and your planet flatmates.
I only wish, Trellis, that I could take that napkin back. But as you know, I'll be dead momentarily. You'll have to give it to
your John
my
Bon Jovi.
child.
I'm going to give it to your John Bon Jovi.
Yes.
Now, does your consciousness carry over into your new you?
I've never tried it.
Well, I think it should. So make it happen. Horatio, I'm drunk with power.
I am stoned with power.
Knowledge definitely transfers. Personality, not so much. Each one of us, as we are born, immediately has within us the ability to break open our chests and release a John Bon Jovi.
Can you only generate one Bon Jovi per individual, or?
Yes, but that's fine because that John Bon Jovi can immediately create another John Bon Jovi.
Well, on a 45 minutes
It's
later.
like they're like nesting dolls. It's something you mentioned about 800 episodes from now.
Well, I'll just learn about it then. So continue.
Okay. Dying?
Yes, dying.
Okay. It was good to meet you guys. You told me not to do this in the booth, though, so.
We didn't say die right now.
No, don't die now.
Okay.
There is.
I mean,
I'm getting wrathful.
no, I do not want to sense your wrath, Trellis.
But no, we have more commandment to lay out.
My mood skin is getting. I have mood skin. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Zinn.
If you worship him, you would know that.
They haven't heard this episode yet.
Oh, I'm confused where we are in time, but this is standard.
It's gonna get to them. If I'm getting really red, bright red, that means the wrath is coming. If I'm green, we're okay, and if we're blue, I'm actually pretty happy.
Okay, well, this is going to be difficult because we can't see color. At the end of the universe, one of just the side effects of getting completely obliterated into subatomic particles was color blindness.
Oh my.
Which is fine because diamonds and hamburger meat are mostly what we see.
You can throw all the diamonds you want at me. Horatio is apparently the god of fertility and digestion. He can have all the hamburgers.
I will take all the hamburger you can do.
I did bring one. I've got it here. We go and there.
Oh my God! This appears to be
On your knees when you give your tithe.
I am on my knees.
You're very tall.
Yeah. That's what we do with surface area on our planet. Our planet is so small that we have to be extremely tall in order to have enough mass right? Because otherwise, where would your guts go?
Oh, good question. even out of context, where would your guts go is always a good question to ask.
I'm going to leave that as a mystery of my universe.
Yes.
Don't ever question that. Just accept it that you have to get taller because of the space.
Yes.
Yes.
This is a new thing. We decree it.
Are you listening, Zinn's flatmates?
Well, the people that are listening to this originally are the first of our species. They were much shorter.
Oh, you've grown. You've evolved over time.
We do. We evolved over time.
Over the many, many minutes.
Yes, many, many minutes. Now, one of the confusing things about this podcast being the foundation of our species, all of our social concept, our language, our religion, is that we have a little bit of a time loop problem. So I hear the podcast, and then I come and I'm on the podcast, and that influences the way the podcast goes, which goes into the future where they listen to the podcast. And so I've just been royally messing up our society.
They don't think you're a god, do they? Just to clear it up, Horatio and I are the gods.
We are the gods.
Yes.
Zinn is not a god.
I would wager to call you a bit of a prophet.
No statues to his genitalia.
Although you'd be kind of a latter-day prophet, considering that you weren't there at the beginning.
I feel like, what time is it? 3:16? So Zinn at 3:16 is announcing.
I think that I'm going to say in big red letters. I think it should just say Zinn 316.
Zinn 316.
I'm going to make a sign. I'm sorry. I'm going to get some cardboard out from under the table here. I'm going to make a sign for you to carry back that you can wear. I need a marker. No, I'll write with ketchup.
This is great. I cannot. Horatio, I cannot accept this gift because I will be dead before I can take it back. But if you can give it to my John Bon Jovi.
No, it's all right. We can staple it to your dead body and send it back, and it just will work.
Ooh, why don't we just inscribe it on these golden plates that we eat off of, and then you can take it back with you. How about that? Don't show the plates to anybody.
We'll have to send it back with his dead body. No.
Okay. All right. So you're going to engrave the rules that our entire world should live by.
Yes.
And you're going to engrave them on 2 plates that I'm going to carry back to the mountain.
Yes.
Which is the name of our planet.
We should probably make note of that.
The mountain.
So you carry it back, and then remember, bury the plates.
Okay.
And then if anyone asks for proof, tell them I don't know where I put them.
Well, that's probably correct.
It's foolproof.
I think apparently the religion is based on the idea of you just have to trust me.
Isn't all religion based on do you just have to trust me?
This is a fully faith-based religion, despite the fact that you're actually here looking at us right now.
Yes, but there'll be no proof of that.
No.
Other than the podcast.
Because you're going to die, and your new John Bon Jovi will emerge. You know, I feel like this John is basically it's a baby, right?
Is it a baby? Now, does the John Bon Jovis grow to adulthood?
Does it look like you and it's smaller, or is it
Oh yeah.
going to evolve and grow and then eventually look like you?
Well, I mean, it's cuter, smaller.
Well, John Bon Jovis are very cute.
Yeah.
Well, the tort is adorable. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of food again.
No problem.
Well, the squid maybe not so much. The John Bon Jovi squid not so much.
No, but when they're children, when they're babies, they're actually not that repellent.
Well, I don't know if you realize this, but you see, we listen to all of your episodes. As you record them, you are the closest thing to the edge of the end of the universe, also known as the beginning of our universe.
Right. Yes,
so
it's all about
all of your podcasts have translated just right on through. They went with the garbage straight on into our world, and we've heard all of them. There was a brief confusion when we heard the episode about John Bon Jovi's being torts, which caused us to become cannibals for about 6 years.
Oh my!
A good hour and a half is what you're saying.
Yes. I was going to convert that into minutes.
And we were like, oh, delicious, yum, yum, yum. Yes, there used to be 30 of us, and then the tragic John Bon Jovi incident happened.
Oh my!
I don't recommend that. But
I'll say this. We stopped being so quick to act when we would hear an episode because we were like, wait, let's let this resolve and see how... Because we were just right on it. As soon as we heard they were torts, we were like, eat your baby.
So you did not even finish listening to that episode before you started eating your children?
We didn't. And so, to our surprise, when we came back...
Very impulsive. Very impulsive.
Very impulsive. Yes. Granted, if each individual on our planet only has one baby and it causes the death of the previous of us, we can only have a 1-to-1 ratio for birthing. So we're at 6. We're going to stay at 6 unless there's some other confusion.
So this is just my preference, but although I don't want to downplay this, I would rather be worshipped by a larger group. Is there a possible way of expanding this religion? Perhaps going around talking about it to random neighbors or people in homes you've never met before, just show up on their doorstep?
Horatio, there is an unreleased episode that we have heard about. There is one, we call it The Great Hope. And that Great Hope is episode 695. It's unreleased. You guys skip just from 694 just to 696, and you say that there's one episode. You say it was a bit blue, and you didn't release it.
That may have just been a typo, and we got off on the numbering, and we just didn't feel like correcting it. I don't know, but
no, that is our Great Hope.
Don't destroy his great hope.
I don't want to die with no hope, Trellis.
It needs to give him some fake hope. No, come on.
I gotta get off the booth. God said, don't die on the booth. Just let me get over here.
Oh, I'm going to don't die. How about this? Don't die until the end of the podcast.
we're not all powerful.
It has
Rich.
begun. Even God's voice cannot pull me back. All right.
Oh, that's.
Oh, look, there's something emerging. There's something emerging. Oh, my. You're a new being.
Oh, am I?
You just emerged from his chest.
Oh, did I? Oh.
Horatio, we may need the.
I think, busboy, towel. I'm not going to use my towel to clean that up. I know that.
No. We're going to need a lot of wet naps.
So who?
My name is Zinn Skenektikus Gardeen the 3001st.
Welcome.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I have been sent here to meet the two of you, and I'm very excited about this. This is booth 42.
Oh, actual booth. It's,
Oh, man.
You look so much like the 3000th that I'm having trouble believing that you didn't expect all of this to happen.
I'm sorry, what?
You look so much like Zinn the Skenektikus Gardeen the 3000th that it's uncanny the resemblance.
That body that you just emerged from that's on the floor right now.
It's your parent.
The busboy is dragging away.
Wave goodbye to Papa as it goes to the incinerator.
I have been sent to retrieve the plates to bring to my home.
Yes.
To cause faith by saying I don't remember where I put them.
Well, I'm glad we don't have to repeat the instructions for you. You already know them. Thanks to the transmission of knowledge from the 3000th to the 3001st. Horatio, have you been scribbling the law on the plate? Very, very good, very good.
Yes, I decided to put it on a waffle. Two waffles. And
golden. They are golden.
They are very golden,
So I think,
brown waffles.
Because honestly, I don't want to get in trouble for trying to make off with their dishes. So let's just go with 2 golden waffles. All right, there you go. All right, you got the waffles. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm holding the waffles.
The golden plates. The golden waffle plates.
Yes. So now it is my turn to climb into the garbage chute and jettison my way through the beginning of the universe to deliver these waffle plates to my people.
You better get them there, or there's going to be some wrath coming through that.
Oh, you know about the wrath. Next time you see that, I would run, or I would prostrate myself.
Okay. Well, on our planet, there really isn't anywhere to run. So if somebody gets angry at somebody else, you're just, you're right there.
Very good. Well, Horatio.
Yes.
We need to get an entry in here so we can pay for it.
Yes. Now,
I'm all about using them, and we're using them for dinner today, and apparently many more things in the future because we're God.
And they used each other for dinner at one point due to a misunderstanding. I think the entry. This is my feeling about it as a god, humbly bringing you this idea as a god. Continuous worship in short intervals. Or is that too on the nose? Is that too accurate?
Good question. I was thinking the mountain,
Yes?
brought to you by Trellis and Horatio,
Oh, that works better because it has my name in it.
with Zinn 316 as a prophet.
Then just attribute it to. Why don't we just call the entry Zinn 316 and then put the entry in there?
Okay, yeah, I like the Zinn 316.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Trellis and Horatio. I like it.
Yes, that works. Although in some ways,
No,
I
don't
think
get
that
stuck. No, just don't. You're overthinking.
but I think it might carry more weight if it was Horatio and Trellis.
Don't start.
I don't know why. It just aesthetically that just feels better.
We're 5 minutes into a religion and you're already starting a schism.
Yes. Yes. That would be delightful. Wouldn't that be fun?
It's going to be 3 roommates worshiping you and 3 worshiping me.
Yes.
I'm okay with that. So
I'm fine with how many temples do you have room for?
how about Zinn 316? Choose wisely.
Choose wisely.
It's nebulous enough that they will never figure out what it means,
Yes. Ooh, perfect.
but specific enough that they have to think about it.
Oh, and I will say that was very confusing for us.
Good.
As intended, it's working already.
Yes.
Okay, hit submit.
Oh yes. Wait, type it. And submit.
Excellent. 3001. Drag your other self out of here. Head to the garbage chute. We appreciate you being here. This has been.
Thank you. Yes, we look forward to being worshipped.
These waffles are huge. Yes, these waffles are giant. Just a
Yes.
little
No, you'll manage. Even if no matter how many trips you have to make, to the mountain.
They're the most offensive waffles in the universe because they're from Belgium.
Well, now, and of course, why did you need to throw that kind of language in here, Trellis? There might be children listening.
They're Belgium waffles. So
No, we need for you to haul those plates back to the mountain.
All right.
Take them up to the mountain top.
Yep, and then bring it back down.
You have a roof?
Well, I can climb one of my fellow beings. I could get on up there.
As long as you're high up.
you know what? Instead of burying them, just eat them.
Oh,
There.
No one will ever know.
Do the eating at the end of the life, not at the beginning. That's a new proclamation.
it would explain why we can't find them and why faith is necessary.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
All right.
Going and get into this garbage chute.
Bye-bye.
Great to meet you.
One of my goals, I have written it off my bucket list. I am worshipped.
Nice.
There he goes, floating away. Look
Oh.
at that.
Oh, he's stuck to the dome.
Oh, that's awkward.
Okay. Oh no, he's free. He's free. He's in.
Oh, good, because I thought they were gonna have to get one of the the scrapers. Thank you for joining us for Hitchhikers and Appetizers. And of course, special thanks goes to our guest, Zinn Skenektikus Gardeen the 3000th. And unexpectedly, Zinn Skenektikus Gardeen the 3000th and first. I have been Horatio Zinn.
And I continue to be Trellis Gardeen. Until next time, keep your towels clean. And if you ever find yourself drunk and broke and lying in a field on a planet far from home, you can always tell yourself a story to pass the time. So don't panic.
Everything you heard in this episode was improvised, but not everything improvised was heard. This episode of Hitchhikers and Appetizers featured the voice talents of Mike Gorgone as Trellis Gardeen, Bran Peacock as Horatio Zinn, and Jim Carwish as Zinn Skenektikus Gardeen the 3000th. Finally, Hitchhikers and Appetizers is part of the Improv in Action Network. Check out other great improvised podcasts and projects at improvinaction.com. If you'd like to reach out to Trellis or Horatio, you can send electronic messages to them at our Galaxy address, hitchappspodcast@gmail.com. Or you can find them on Twitter with the handle hitchapps.
Shut up and sit down.